Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor. We're back in Lingris and we are headed now towards Cirith Ungol. We will disguise ourselves as the Silent One to infiltrate the tower, but before we go there, I realized there is one last thing we can do here in this area of the map. You will remember on the last episode when we tracked the Silent One, we enter Camlagus, the Broken Cleft, and there was a page, a lost lore page in there. Very close to the entrance, of course, because there's a lot of shadow in there, and there's also... well, that's also a level 115 area, so of course there's not much we can do right now there, but... what I didn't remember is that there are two different entrances to the Broken Cleft from the swamp, and at each one of those entrances you will find the pages of this area. So we already got one. Only thing we need to do now is find the other entrance and the other page, and that's basically where we're headed next. So, let us look for that entrance really quick, and then we will make our way back to Cirith Ungol. Maybe we can use the milestone to compensate the time we are spending now to grab that that page. You come over here. So this is the first entrance we took on the last episode. The other one is a little bit to the north, to the northwest actually. Not exactly sure where, but it's gotta be here somewhere. Oh, come on. Where is it? Ah, please leave me alone. Yeah, thank you. Alright, seems I missed it. Yeah, we're almost there at Iantangus anyway. But no, that's not it. I know, it's a little to the south. Where is that one supposed to be? Ah, I think I know where that one is supposed to be. And it's actually not here in the swamp. No. No, but this is the way to find the second entrance. We are still on the right track. We're gonna take the regular steed because riding a war steed in here, it's a nightmare. I really like the soundtrack in Lingris. The soundtrack in Mordor in general. Like many other areas in the game, this soundtrack is very reminiscent in some way of the soundtrack used in the movies. You remember the first couple notes that we got when we entered Lingris? It sounded a lot like... oh, this was not the way, but we got a treasure cache. It sounded a lot like the soundtrack in of the movies when Frodo, sorry, enters a Shelob's lair. But the reason for that, I think, is because both Chance Thomas and Howard Shore had the same inspiration to create the soundtrack, and that was basically using 8 notes or 16 notes. Don't remember which ones right now, but they used that sort of phrasing to, well, conceptually to imitate the 8 legs of a spider. That's what I did, and that's why both soundtracks sound very similar. Chance Thomas explained that somewhere, but I don't remember where now. But that's a very cool piece of trivia there. Anyway, that was not the way, so I think it's actually faster now if we drop here in Iant Angus and try to find that other entrance from here before we go to Cirith Ungol. I seem to remember that entrance. It's above the one that we already took. Just gotta find the way. It's a little further to the south and to the west. So I think it's actually this one. Yeah. Yeah, this is the place. It's somewhere around here. But oh my god, we are attacked on all sides by the spiders. Okay, you wanna fight me? Yeah. Thank you. It's somewhere around here. But trying to find the entrance while escaping the spiders is not gonna work. Yeah! There we go. This is the other entrance to the place. And as you can see here, of course, we have some Ghâsh-hai. Level 115 area. How far do we need to go? I think we need to fight this spider. Let us... Oh, thank you. Web covered page. There we go.
When first she fled from Beleriand, Shelob came to the Greenwood. It was there she spawned the first of her vile children. And together, they devoured it from within.
Okay, perfect. That was it. There's no need to stay in there now that we got what we needed. And with this out of the way, we can now go to Cirith Ungol. There are also a lot of pages in Cirith Ungol and the surrounding areas. I think we're doing good. We missed a few pages on our way here. I didn't see them, but we were really close to those areas. So now, Iron Grasp. Oh! Oh my god. No. What's this? An elite master that is wiping the floor with us. Oh. That didn't work as I had hoped. So now get out of there before he attacks again. Well, she, I guess. He or she, I don't know. bottom line, that was not the way. But who is that Iron Grasp? I mean, she's got to have some relation to another quest, a level 115 quest, so most likely an allegiance quest? I don't know. I have no memory of that thing. Alright, but bottom line, here we are, once again, back on the road to Cirith Ungol. Yeah, we've done... I think we've done very good in Lingris. I mean, this is just the third episode in here, and we're already here. We're almost done with the area, so I guess my initial appreciation was somewhat right, in the sense that Lingris is a tightly packed area, but for the same reason doesn't take as much time to complete. Yeah, this is the path where we came from initially, tracking the silent one, and now we are approaching Cirith Ungol, just like Sam did. And here we have Atli, in fact.
There your tower lies.
I am sure you have your reasons for wanting to see it, but I will not stick my nose into your matters. I do not need to know why you adventure in Mordor to lend you the aid of my axe, and to speak plainly, I am happier not hearing the lengthy details. There are many bodies on the approach, orcs and spiders both. Spiders tend to be honest concerning whether they are there or not, but orcs are more given to play acting. You may want to ensure they are really dead before you see them, you set them at your back. And that's a sound advice. Ah yeah, this is the pass of Cirith Ungol. I think we'll go there at some point, I hope we do. And here we have Legolas. Not gonna say anything so far, Legolas, okay. Oh yeah, we're getting to a point where we're entering... Oh, what happened to your eye, Atli? As far as I remember, you were not like this last time we spoke, in our chat, I mean. How long has it been like that? What happened to you? Now entering Cirith Ungol. Atli was right. The bodies of orcs and spiders litter the approach to the tower. Yeah. Okay, so... the orcs is not pretending. He is truly slain. This one is slain too. The orc is alive, but he is very near to death. If I had not suffered this wound, you would be dead, man. I would make you regret. Taunting Sarnast. Sarnast coughs weakly and blood bubbles on his lips. Wretched spiders, they rarely bother the orcs of the tower. But something changed. They used to take one or two of the weakest, but not like this. So many. There were so many. When the mountain erupted and the earth shook, many of the tunnels were exposed, and the creatures swarmed from their pits. Roglarg thinks he can keep them out. Sarnath is seized by a long fit of coughing, and when he speaks again, it is for the last time. No one knows what happened to Shelob. With a final gasp, Sarnath succumbs to his wounds and can speak no more. Yeah, what an ugly orc. That seems like a redundancy. Of course, if it's an orc, it's gonna be ugly.
Seems like the orcs and the spiders had an arrangement. But something's happened.
And they are not getting along so well these days. Ha! Serves them both right, done it. That's what happens when you try to make nice with a spider. Can't keep watching all those eyes and all those legs at once, can you? It sounds as if this Shelob must have been the one keeping the spiders under control. I guess it falls to me and my axe to do the job now.
If you want to explore the tower, now might be the best time.
If you're a mind to explore the tower, now might be the best time to get on with it. Orcs are given to fighting among themselves even at the best of times. But when they must deal with spiders as well, why, that must be the best of times indeed. For us at least, not for them, no indeed. Enter the tower and remind the orcs that spiders are not the only thing they need to fear when there's a hero or two on the loose. What did you say you were looking for? Information on Ugrukhôr. I wouldn't say that orcs are my area of skill, but I expect if you're looking for news on someone high up the chain of command, you'll want to climb higher up in the tower. It stands to reason, doesn't it? Yeah, that sounds reasonable. There we go. You did. The Tower of Cirith Ungol. What do we have here? The Silent Watchers, the Courtyard, the Tower, the Top Chamber, and the Undergate. Yeah. Very easy to do. Both of them. I mean, that date is very simple to do. You'll see in just a moment. As you pass into Cirith Ungol, you see the works of Mordor clawing into the fortress. And here we are, disguised. No offense, Garlic, but if we are trying to go incognito, I don't think I can go with you. But, I am sure Atli and Legolas will take good care of you while we finish our infiltration. So as you can see here, we are wearing the armor of the Silent One. And it's maybe not a good disguise, but the orcs will not be paying too much attention to us anyway. Discover the Silent Watchers. An unseen force tries to bar your way, but it is overcome by your resolve. Well, we technically have the light of Eärendil, so... Ah, and since we are disguised, the orcs will not attack us and we don't attack them.
To the Alashi of Mordor, she was Torgralisha. To the orcs, she was once Takborlob. But now she is known to most by another name, Shelob.
The orcs will not attack you, but the spiders might. Not sure about that one. Captain Roglarg.
What's the matter? Got nothing to say.
Captain Roglarg sees you and beckons you over. Well now, where'd you get off to, Silent One? Even the Silent Watchers are upset you've come back. Ah, but somewhere good, I bet. Offering more debt to Shelob, were you? You're not. No, I don't know why you bother. It's not as if her ladyship cares for you or any of us. What's that fine weapon you got there? Napped it off one of the Tarks, I bet. But now that you're back, I've got some work for you. We lost a couple more orcs this morning in the swamp, so more work's got to fall onto less backs. And I think it ought to be yours, Silent One. Some have even been complaining that those orcs shirk their duties by dying. Isn't that a shame? Well, it's all got to get done. The High Up sent a nosy man to watch our backs, and I won't be made to look a fool like Shagrat. See what Praguk, Krurglok, Luxu, Dangath, and Shikurs want, but don't go far. I have plenty of work for you too. Now, unless I tell you otherwise, there's no need to report back to me or any of that lot. Believe me, I'll know if you didn't follow my orders, Silent One. Ha! Good to be back, eh? You see all these dead orcs? You not. They aren't any of mine, Silent One. Shagrat had command before me and he let this garrison get torn apart by a single elf warrior. Of course he made it out fine. Fine enough indeed, to bring some trinkets to Ugrukhôr, but that's no way for an Uruk to lead. We've spent days burning the bodies and there's still more left. A right mess old Shagrat left us. If you see a dead orc, burn it. This place already reeks of Tarks and elves. I won't have to think of dead orcs too. I haven't heard a thing from her ladyship or her children in days, and that's not like her. Not like her at all. I have two Uruks guarding the Undergate now, and I can't trust either of them to make sure none of her ladyship's children sneak in. I want you to go patrol the Undergate, and if you hear anything on the other side of it, you get those guards right. Make it clear to them that I'll have them locked on her side if they don't keep the spiders out. Silent One. I think the fall of Ugrukhôr hit some of the orcs in my garrison a little too hard. So much so that the sluggards have taken to sleeping during their watch. Now, I'm sure I could try to understand what they're going through, losing the Dark Lord and all that. But that's not how it works for the Uruks. We've got new orders from one of the top ones, Ugrukhôr, the Pale Herald. If you see any of those miserable sluggards sleeping on watch, beat some sense into them and get them on their fate. You bet I will, Captain. Yeah, what a nasty looking orc indeed. Here we are. Just two orcs minding their business. They are not asking too many questions about our weapons, so that's good. Dead orc. So let us begin with the tasks at hand. It seems the spiders, at least these small ones, won't dare attack us. I say they know what's best for them. This place is crawling with orcs, at least the courtyard is. And they are at a disadvantage if they would try to attack. And they don't have the numbers nor the size for it. So I guess they're playing it nice. Here we have Pragu. Hola, Silent One. You saw them when you came back, didn't you? The webs, I mean. Damned spiders clogging up the road to Cirith Ungol every single day since Ugrukhôr fell. And I can't bear to cut any more webs. I've already planted 3 of my blades on them. Why don't you do me a favor and clear some of them out? Here we have Shikurs. Hoy, Silent One. Captain Roglarg told me to test some of his new warriors against your skill in combat. Normally, it'd be a simple bit of sparring, but the captain insists the fights be to the death. I can't say I understand his thinking, but orders are orders. You know how that goes, losing your tongue and all. The captain wants you to try your hand against 12, but let's just say I'll turn a blind eye and let you count each one as 2. After all, I've got other things that they're doing. You won't say anything, will you? Ah, right. I got them lined up here in the courtyard. Challenge whichever ones you wish. They don't stand a chance anyway, so... doesn't make a difference to me. Alright. You signal the orc that you are prepared. You'll really be silent soon.
Her ladyship had no love for the eye, even less of it for us.
Signal the orc that you are prepared, yeah.
Our silent watchers are uneasy. Something's afoot.
Can we do more than one? No, it seems not.
Something's afoot.
What a shame that we need to do this one by one.
Not now, anyway. Her ladyship had
Come on! Why won't you fight me?
It's a new game, certainly.
I swear.
Something has slipped.
You don't want to fight? Okay. Don't care.
Her ladyship had no love for the eye. Her ladyship had no love for the eye, and even less of it for us.
Oh, come on, let me fight.
Something's afoot.
Well, I guess that settles it. The Tarks would have had no troubles laying them. I'll tell Captain Roglarg that we'll need some better orcs if we're to keep holding this damn tower. Your skill in combat is unusually potent as of late, Silent One. Keep it up. Yeah. I wonder why that is. Alright, I think we need to leave here Cirith Ungol for just a moment. Because the way we need to clear off webs, I think is this one? Yeah. There's a lot of them. Okay, here's the last one. Don't mind me, guys, I'm not back yet. You have cleared the road to Cirith Ungol of webs, but it is likely that spiders shall soon return to spin new webs and further irritate Pragug. Well, that's on him. I already did what I needed to do. If the spiders want to bother him, well, I won't complain. Now, are there any more dead orcs here in the courtyard? Or do we need to go into the tower? I guess we'll go into the tower. Yeah. One dead orc here. Ah, web covered page.
In the year that Goliath unleashed the Great Plague, the orcs of Cirith Ungol sought to expand the Great Tower's tunnels, and they foolishly delved into her lair.
And here we have the Undergate. Discover the Undergate of Cirith Ungol. You hear faint but frantic scrapping and screeching on the other side of the Undergate. Wake up, just Lux. The captain wants what now? Yes, we hear it as well. The Undergate shall remain sealed. You have done your duty to Captain Roglarg and patrolled the Undergate, but it seems your threats were likely not fully understood by the Undergate Wardens. It seems that the children of Shelob have begun to amass on the other side of the Undergate. Well, we'll worry about that later. You have burned many of the dead orcs from Shagrad's garrison. Perhaps it is best if Captain Roglarg continues to believe that an elf warrior slew Shagrad's orcs, rather than a quarrel over Frodo's mithril code. Ah, completed Kindred in the Conquest of Gorgoroth. Let us take a look here. So we have completed Kindred, and now we have the new deed for Respected. So that might take a while, but let us check. Here we have Kindred. Good enough for me. Respected. Conquest of Gorgoroth. Well, that's what we're doing right now. You have reached Kindred status with the Conquest of Gorgoroth. Where's the Kindred? Yeah, 20 LOTRO points, travel discount. Okay. That's nice to have. Recap. Maggot. We should be kicking them if you ask me. Now we gotta explore this tower to the full, because there are some more pages in here.
As Lord Sauron reminds me, Shelob serves no whims but her own. At times, a single orc can sate her hunger, but when she desires it, she will devour a company of orcs and betray their foolish trust in that imagined bargain.
Yeah, I can imagine she enjoys that, of course. We do not. Okay, another lazy orc here. You wake up. Sluggard. Okay, let us continue exploring the tower. Anything here? Anything good? No? Alright, the other side then. If we check the other side... Oh! Where's another quest in here? Boy, Silent One. Back at last, are you? You're not. Well, it is a good thing you are. I have a bunch of blades and axes that need sharpening, and the orc that was going to do it never came back from the swamp. He's dead and you're not. So what do you say? Sharpen them up for me, will you? Can I sabotage this? It would be nice if I could, but maybe if I do, the orcs will discover me. So, I guess for the time being, we do need to sharpen this for good. Oh, an idol of Sauron. Like the ones in Mirkwood and, well, Angmar. A web covered page. I knew it. There was another one here.
In Shelob's wrath, her children flooded the passages beneath the tower, killing all they encountered. However, she relented before her children reached the cellars of Cirith Ungol. A mercy later repaid in sacrifices by orcs seeking safe passage.
Look at all this rubbish. Look where it goes down, and it takes half of Cirith Ungol with it. That always was the way of the eye, wasn't it? Well, if I'm to keep serving here, it's good to look a bit more imposing. Not like a rock slide that happened to shape itself into a tower. Go on, clean some of the debris, Silent One. Like this, you mean? Oh, okay. Here we have more plates and axes. Okay. As Roglarg asked, you have sharpened many of the orcish axes and blades in Cirith Ungol. However, you were also able to subtly weaken their heels while sharpening them. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We're not doing the job for the orcs. That would be unwise. More debris here. I gotta say, I enjoy a lot this sort of errand running quests. Especially when you are infiltrated or... well, when you are doing that for the enemy for whatever reason, like the prisoner quest line in Isengard, which was a lot of fun. And this one is a little reminiscent of that. But well, it's still its own thing, because here we are incognito, whereas in Isengard we were just trying to survive, basically. Any more debris in here? Seems not. Do we need to keep climbing the tower now? Would make sense, right? Half of the debris on the first floor and the other half on the upper levels as you go up. Let us try and do that. Let us try and check upstairs. Stairs ascend to the higher levels of the tower. We have one more lazy orc. Wake up, you sluggard! It's no time to be sleeping. And the last one here. As Captain Roglarg commanded, you have awoken many of the lazy orcs of Cirith Ungol and set them back to work. Yeah, that's right. Clear the debris. You see a crumpled parchment discarded by the fire. The message addressed to Ugrukhôr speaks of loyalties and infighting. Let us take a look. Where is it? Ah, here. Hail, Ugrukhôr, captain of the pit. The troubles at Cirith Ungol are known to us. If you thought to keep them secret, you have failed. The garrison there killed itself. Mayhap the cause was infighting, and mayhap it was something else, but it was wise of you to dispatch the second force to hold the tower. There are whispers, others among the Ghâsh-hai will plot your downfall, but you need not worry, for you have loyal friends. The Ghâsh-hai will stand with you when the time comes. Huh. Interesting piece of information there. Yeah, get me still disguised. Discover the Tower of Cirith Ungol. Maybe we can take a picture of it on our way down. Discover the top chamber of the Tower of Cirith Ungol. So we have completed the Explorer deed. It seems we still don't have the quest to talk to this guy, Belzagar. But we nonetheless have completed one Explorer deed. This one. Beriathan the Silent Watcher. Okay. You have explored the imposing Tower of Cirith Ungol in great detail, and we have opened a new deed, Explorer of Lingris, a stronghold of the Evil Duath, Spider Haunts, and Web Rifts. Okay. Morgai, Kevertua, Thamonruth, Cirith Ungol, and Nelegroth. Well, I hope we'll get the chance of exploring all those locations at some point. It seems then that the debris we're looking for, missing pieces of debris, should be on the courtyard, actually. What will we need to do after we take care of the debris? I'm not sure. We are 2/3 done with the Silent One's duties in the tower. But I'm not sure what else will we need to do afterwards. Yeah, the debris is here. Oh, you have a new quest for me? It's been a long day, hasn't it? I think you've earned a break. Captain Roglarg smirks. I've had Luxu cook something up for you in the tower. Some Trollbus, some sow, and even some Bluxor. A nice full meal to make the other orcs jealous. Go on now, there is still more to be done once you're back. One more piece of debris and I'll be back in the tower. Just a sec. Thankfully, the orcs are not expecting us to talk. That would be terrible. Disguised as the Silent Wand. The orcs of Cirith Ungol are so put off by your presence that they do not wish to look at you closely. And that is very fortunate indeed. You have cleared a great deal of debris from Cirith Ungol. It seems to you that Dangat is unlikely to complain to Captain Roglarg as so much of Cirith Ungol is in disrepair. Luxu right here. Luxu has set out 3 crates of repulsive food. The grubs are still wriggling in the grate. How exciting! Yeah! Exactly what I was thinking. Pretending to eat, okay. Delicious. It's meat alright, wrapped in innards? This too is certainly crunchy. Hi, you must have been hungry, Silent One. You put all that down faster than any orc I've ever known. Must be easier without a tongue. Ha! Nar, not again. Can you hear them, Silent One? You shrug. Damn little spiders skittering about in the tower. I found a few of them in the pot earlier, and I'm not going to cook while they're crawling about. Find those little biters and get rid of them, will you? Spiders, yeah, we're finally fighting them. Now, isn't it funny that we are the Silent One, we're supposed to be the Silent One, and we are still screaming? Thank God there are no orcs around. This would be the shortest ruse in history. Or a miracle. Who would have thought? Tongues could grow back, right? Well, I guess we can technically use battle preparation, and that way we don't need to scream, but still kinda weird. Only missing one more. One more spider, please. Oh. Here. As Luxu asked, you have defeated many of the small spiders that snuck into the tower of Cirith Ungol. And with that completed, we can talk to the captain. And I know I need to reforge my items, but the episode is almost over, so I'm much rather do that off camera because I'm gonna take a while.
As far as you're concerned, I'm the top one.
All of them? Really now? You're not. I'm impressed, Silent One. Turning a new leaf, are you? Well, keep it turned. The top ones want this place to look like it did before Lugbur's caved in on itself. Between Cirith Ungol and Urthanc, we've got to find a way to keep those Tarks out of Mordor. But it's not just the Tarks, is it? It's the elves too, one of them at least. Shagrat's a lying fool. There isn't anything in Mordor worth enough to make a whole garrison draw their blades on each other, not even the damned rings. It was an elf alright, and he made it clear he's got no business fighting elves. We've held the tower for years and Shagrat nearly loses it in one day. The Black Pit are too good for him. We're going to find him, Silent One. And I know just the places to look. Right then. The first place we're going to look for the elf warrior is at the Iantangos. Roglarg seems to wince at the name. If the elf warrior's gotten that far, he's not our problem anymore. Urudan's Ghâsh-hai will find him, and if he's lucky, he'll end up in Narvand. Next is Fena's Ghost. Roglarg appears disgusted at having to speak Sindarin. The gate to the Dead City has been sealed recently, but I doubt an elf would have much trouble getting around it. Gutmok's plans in Gondor slipped, and now he's holed up in the Dead City. Some dread terror he is. If the elf warrior's been to the gate, he's either in Imlat Morgul or he's made it to the Ithilien and the high up will have our heads. And lastly, I want you to scout Shelob's lair. That's right, I want you to go to Cirith Ungol. Roglarg again appears disgusted at having to speak Sindarin. If the elf warrior's not been to the others, maybe he's gone back to finish the job on old Shelob. He stuck a pin in her ladyship like none have before. Nah, but Shelob's had it easy for years. Probably just caught her off guard. Maybe he thinks he'll get lucky, but I don't think she'll make the same mistake twice. When that's all done, come back to me and we'll try to figure out what you saw. Maybe I'll get you a brush and some paper or something. I'm sure we have Tark's blood around here somewhere. Alright, so we are leaving Cirith Ungol again for the time being, as we need to do some scouting duties. But I guess we can go back to Nar. To Nar, no, sorry. That works under Filthy Tongue. Let us go back to Atli and show him the message we just found. There we go.
What is this message you found?
It speaks of loyalty and infighting and treachery. Nah, I hope you are satisfied with what you learned, for it means nothing to me. This is why I enjoy fighting spiders. There's no intrigue, no complex loyalties. You always know what side you're on with spiders. Alright, so that's the first leg of the Black Book of Mordor chapter 3. The second one will come in Talaturi, but we still have plenty of things to do in Lingris. So join me next time as we will continue doing just that. For the time being, this is all on today's episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.